Okay, so you want me to investigate the Troy Ave situation? I can do that for a fee. Yeah, just send me over the paperwork and I'll get started on those documentations. Oh, no problem. Thank you for doing business with Docs Daily. Hold on, we live right now? Yeah, we live. Hey, how y'all doing out there? I mean, oh my God, do. Somebody please say it ain't so. Thank y'all for tuning in to Docs Daily, where you get highly classified documentations from your boy Sean Blasey. But ain't nothing funny though. Now, I know you probably looking at the video like this is some old news. Chris Brown put hands on Rihanna a long time ago, but what y'all not realizing is that I uncovered some more information that's real creepy, that's real spooky that we're going to talk about tonight. Now, Chris Brown has been taking his hatred for Rihanna out on black women. That was the first black woman he ever dated, the first experience he ever had with a black woman, and now he's hating black women. He's sacrificing every relationship that he ever having with a black woman. You never see him with no black women. And when you do see him around some, he's not happy. And that's leading a lot of people to believe that he was actually trying to sacrifice Rihanna during that incident. Look, I'm over here nervous talking about it because I know this is some spooky business. But just so y'all can further understand what I'm talking about, I need y'all to take a close look at this. Let me pull that down. Chris Brown bans black girls from parties, says no darkies allowed. Now, some people have been hitting me up talking about I wouldn't want those women at my party neither because they do be starting trouble. They is full of drama. They always want to fight. And plus they trying to pick fights with the light skinned girls at the parties. I don't know if that's to be true because I really don't party like that. I'm swamped doing research and documentaries and stuff like that. So I don't really get out much, but I've been hearing that a lot about the sisters. They hard to deal with and a lot of people don't want them at their parties. But that ain't got nothing to do with Chris Brown. From what I've been investigating, the main reason why he don't care for the sisters like that is because of what happened between him and Rihanna. Now, I know y'all all know by now that Rihanna is a certified billionaire right now. And 90% of that comes from her relationship with Chris Brown and what she been through. She hooked up with Oprah Winfrey and a whole bunch of powerful, influential women reached out to Rihanna. And now she's sitting on billions of dollars. Chris Brown, on the other hand, is not doing so well. He ain't got $1 billion in the bank. I know that for sure. Let's look at this and then we're going to get into the deeper part of the documentary. So I need y'all to pay attention. R&B singer Chris Brown is getting blasted all across social media after he allegedly banned all black girls from one of his secret Hollywood parties. According to one woman at the event, after she was allowed into the party, Chris confronted the beautiful chocolate woman and rudely asked her to leave the event. The news watched the video where the woman explained, I was with 2 light-skinned girls and 1 white girl. She claims that Chris spotted the 3 girls and walked over to confront them. She added, Chris walked up to me and he looked at my girls and said, you can get in and you can get in. But then Chris told the woman, but no darkies. Now, these are all allegations, but you have to understand, Oprah Winfrey did Chris Brown dirty. Gayle King, and I'm not making no excuses for Chris Brown, but y'all have to understand, when Rihanna first came out, a lot of people was annoyed by this young lady. A lot of people couldn't even take her music. So if a sacrifice was put out on this young lady and Chris Brown was the one that was supposed to take it out, he would have been doing a lot of people a favor according to some of this information, because her music on the airwaves was causing people to have headaches. A lot of people was nauseous every time Rihanna came on the radio. So they was trying to take her out the game, literally. But we're about to get into this news. It's about to get real exclusive because not only is it possible that Chris Brown was trying to sacrifice Rihanna, it's also possible that Rihanna was trying to sacrifice Chris Brown. And if you ever seen the movie Saw, whoever get it done first will survive. And Hollywood is crazy like that. And that's something that we definitely about to be talking about. But before we do that, I'm gonna need y'all to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, man. Also hit that notification button, y'all. Don't forget to show me some love because all I ever do is show y'all some love. You understand? Now, back to this real quick. Don't think I'm just going to be talking about Chris Brown and the dark-skinned females. We're about to get into all of the details. But before we do that, we need to investigate this a little bit more so you can understand why Chris Brown would allegedly even try to attempt to do something so horrible like this. Me personally, I don't believe that he did it. I don't like to believe negative things about people, especially if I don't know them, but just going off of the information I've been receiving about the situation, we just going to deal with that. So don't think I'm here trying to give you facts or confirm this happened or that happened. I don't know these people. I don't know. But the research that I'm giving will have you questioning and considering and using your logic. So that's all we're here to do. And that's why I left the question on the video. Do you think Chris Brown tried to sacrifice Rihanna? Me, I don't. But do you think that's what he did? Y'all gonna have to let me know. Now let's get back to this dark skinned sister that was going on and on about Chris Brown and him trying to kick her out of the party or whatnot. So I'm about to set this up for y'all. Then we're gonna get into some deeper stuff. Hold on, y'all.
Thing a black guy has ever said to you as a black girl?
Child, I got this one. I was 26 years old.
Okay, let's get this
What's
together,
the most
y'all.
disrespectful thing a black guy has ever said to
Hold
you
on.
as a black girl?
We almost there.
Child, I got this one.
Okay, we ready. It's all tuned up. It's all ready to go. I need y'all to pay attention to this, man.
Most disrespectful thing a black guy has ever said to you as a black girl?
Child, I got this one. I was 26 years old, standing in line at a very exclusive Los Angeles club. I live in Los Angeles, and I was with two light-skinned girls and one white girl. And we're walking into the club, and a very famous R&B singer, okay, walked up to me and looked at my girl, said, "You can get in, but no darkies." I kept walking because I was like, huh? He's like, "I said no darkies." And I was literally escorted off the property. Let's just say in that particular day, my dating preferences completely changed. And I just want to say to him, look at me now.
Okay, that was horrible. Look, man, I got to talk about this real quick before we get into the news. Now, you got sisters like that will make you say you're not allowed. Not darkies, but women like her. I can understand why somebody didn't want her at the party. Because even in a serious situation, she's smiling real hard about it when ain't nothing funny. Then she say her dating preferences changed. Okay, so you was all about them light bright dudes before he told your ass no darkies allowed. I don't know if I should feel bad for her or not, but I'm just using her as an example so y'all can understand what we about to get into right now when it comes to Chris Brown and all of the pain that he's been handed by the hands of black women. Don't nobody question rather Rihanna did something or hit him first or whatever the case was. He's just been proven guilty. And I'm not trying to take his side or I ain't got his back. I'm riding with the sisters on this one. Shouldn't no man ever put their hands on the woman. But since this is a highly classified documentary, we got to get into all the facts. Now, we're about to kick this off right now. But first, let me see what's going on. Okay, we got people up in here. Ain't nobody hit the like button. I love y'all anyway. Let's go ahead and continue on with this, man. I need y'all to listen and pay close attention.
When pop star Rihanna spoke with Diane last month about her tumultuous relationship with her ex-boyfriend Brown, she put a spotlight on the issue of domestic violence. And now, for the first time, Chris Brown is responding to that interview, reacting to Rihanna and telling us how he feels about her now.
Okay, y'all. So Chris Brown, this is after the situation, after it went viral, after everybody heard about what happened. People was trying to get interviews. This is the beginning of the slander of Chris Brown. He caught hell from the sisters out there, and rightfully so. Now, y'all know when you get on camera with Gayle King and Oprah Winfrey and this young lady right here, let me show y'all who I'm talking about. This woman right here, she gonna give you hell, especially as a black man. That's why they up there on those news networks. They usually don't have no work until a black man do something crazy. They don't have nothing for them to do until a black man get out of line. And they be all over this stuff like shrimp on rice. So y'all got to pay attention to how they do this. Y'all heard Gayle King with R. Kelly. Y'all heard Oprah Winfrey with Michael Jackson. Get a load of this chick. Here we go.
I never ever had problems with anger. No domestic violence with any of my past girlfriends. I never was that kind of person. I look at it and it's really like, how could I be that person?
My colleague Diane had an opportunity to talk to Rihanna. I want to play one clip that Rihanna said and just get your reaction to it.
All right, y'all. For copyright purposes, I'm not going to show y'all the whole video, but here is Chris Brown sitting down with the young lady. She's about to show him a clip of what's going on with Rihanna, what Rihanna had to say during her interview, and Chris Brown is going to react to this. So I'm going to quit interrupting, but that's what I do. I got to give y'all the full list of what's going on, or else this wouldn't be official. So I need y'all to keep on paying attention and listen to what Rihanna had to say and listen to what Chris Brown got to say as a response. Here we go.
He had no soul in his eyes, just blank. So at that point, I just didn't know what could happen. He was clearly blacked out. There was no person when I looked at him.
Oh my God. Copyright or not, y'all got to see this. I'm sorry. Copyright or no, y'all got to see this.
He had no soul in his eyes, just blank. So at that point, I just didn't know what could happen. He was clearly blacked out. There was no person when I looked at him. It's almost as though he had nothing to lose.
Y'all hear that? And that's why I'm asking y'all, do y'all think this was a sacrifice? She said he had no soul in his eyes. He was blacked out. That wasn't even Chris that was doing that to her. She couldn't believe it. You know how when you try to give somebody eye contact so they can understand, you doing this to me. Come to your senses. Look me in my eyes. She said when she looked Chris Brown in his eyes, he was blacked out. He was a pure devil when he was doing that to her. Let's continue on. Listen, everybody, and take this very, very seriously.
Much to lose. It wasn't the same person that says, I love you. It was not those, it definitely weren't those eyes.
Is that accurate?
Look at Chris's face. He like, damn, I didn't get it done. That's what he's looking like. Because he's been suffering from this for the rest of his life. He's still suffering behind this. Now they asking him, is this true, Chris Brown? Now listen to what he says, y'all. Then it's going to get deep.
I was wrong for what I did. And I would definitely say that it's not something that I look past or look over. Something that's really, really touchy. And like I said, I'm really sorry for what went down and what happened.
Some people have doubted your sincerity. Do you really get the severity of what happened?
Of course, 100%. I think what it is when people see me smiling and kind of nonchalantly giving answers or saying things is I'm human. Really, I'm like really hurting inside, and it really kind of is like devastating to me.
In the wake of Rihanna's interview, reported cases to the National Domestic Violence Hotline rose 59%. Many women, like Rihanna, spoke about the wound that does not heal.
The broken arm, the black eye.
Okay. Now, I hope y'all caught that part. She said after the Chris Brown and Rihanna situation, the domestic hotline rose to like 50% with women call. Why wasn't y'all calling them before the Chris Brown situation if you was really in pain? Now that a famous person gone through some domestic violence, now you want to go through some domestic violence. Y'all got to understand what this situation did to the culture when it comes to relationships between black men and black women. People have problems all the time. But what this did, the Chris Brown situation created a shift between black love to where it was not desired and everybody hopped on a bandwagon to demonize black love. And that is the core reason why Rihanna is sitting on $1 billion right now. She's the poster girl for destructive black love. And people applaud her, give her money, not because of her music. Her music isn't all that great. Her vocal tones ain't all that great. She not hitting no high notes like Mariah Carey. She ain't got no vocals like Whitney Houston, but still, she managed to get $1 billion due to the feminist movement right here in America and abroad, even in the Caribbean. Now, I'm not saying that women don't go through stuff, but Chris Brown has been slandered in so many ways. He should have never put his hands on this woman. But like they just said, I didn't just say it, and I'm going to run it back for y'all so y'all can understand what I'm talking about. The domestic hotline rose to over 50% with people wanting to be a part of the Rihanna fiasco, wanting to be victims, wanting to be R. Kelly survivors, wanting to be a part of the demonization of black men by corporate America in order to make women submit to the powers that be. Now, I'm not here to preach to y'all. I'm just letting y'all know the information that's going on right here in front of your very face. So let me run this back, and I need y'all to pay attention to this right now. Now.
In the wake of Rihanna's interview, reported cases to the National Domestic Violence Hotline rose 59%. Many women, like Rihanna, spoke about the wound that does not heal.
The chat line got popping. You can't tell your sob story to your friends, the people in your life. Call the hotline. Oh, it's a hotline tonight. This was Hotline Bling before Drake. And they capitalized. Can you imagine the phone calls? I got beat like Rihanna too. They said a lot of times when they answered the phone, all they heard was young women talking about Ella, hot as hell, walking around with an umbrella like Michael Jackson, all in the name of Rihanna and Chris Brown. Let's continue on with this show.
The broken arm, the black eye, it's gonna heal. That's not the problem. It's the scar inside.
The scar inside. Can you understand that?
Yes, absolutely. I can see what damage it does, mentally more than physical.
Do you still love Rihanna?
I have love for her.
You have love for her.
Yeah.
There was such reaction after your interview.
Peep what he said. They asked him, do you still love? I know you heard what he said, but it's my job to elaborate on. Do you still love Rihanna? I got love for her because he know what she did. And the reason why he did what he did, he said he ain't never put his hands on no women before. And that brings us back to the fact that Chris Brown ain't really feeling the sisters no more, because that's what you get when you dealing with a knucklehead. And I'm not saying that's for all sisters or all people. You got knuckleheads of all races, but I've heard horror stories. And the women that Chris Brown is dealing with now, he don't never have no situations. Ain't never no domestic or nothing. All he doing is partying at the swimming pool with the bubbles and everything. And do Rihanna got a man? Do you see her in a relationship with anybody besides some girly man? And y'all know who I'm talking about. The gay sap Rocky. If that relationship is real, I think he's the only person that's willing to stand next to her at this point, because you get destruction when you're dealing with a Rihanna. And I'm not trying to blast him, and I'm not trying to defend nobody, but Chris Brown, let me show y'all what Chris Brown said, just in case y'all thinking that I'm just pulling something out my behind, as if I'm not giving you highly classified documentations. Chris Brown threw a party and he said, no darkies allowed. Y'all can't come in here. Shanika, Shaquanda, I'm sorry, but you're not going to be able to come into my party because we're trying to have a good time. I'm not trying to get no domestic violence cases. I don't want to have to fight you like you a man. Do y'all get what this is all about? So y'all got to answer the question. Do you believe that Chris Brown tried to sacrifice Rihanna? Because if he did, that was horrible. But I don't believe that was the case. Now we're about to get into some deeper stuff. And I need y'all to pay close attention to this because it's about to get really deep. I need y'all to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel because I'm just getting started. This information that you're about to receive is going to help you throughout the course of your day tomorrow. So I need y'all to ponder on this and get your thoughts together. And we're about to get into it right now. Without further ado, I need y'all to pay close attention, open your ears, and here we go.
Two very different sets of photographs tell a dramatic story. Here, in the evening, the couple attending a party for the Grammys. He was 19, she just 20.
I was very...
Wait a minute. Rihanna was a cougar. Chris Brown was only 19 years old. She was older than him. She ain't had no business with Chris Brown. And you know, a lot of sisters try to treat you like they your mama. What you doing? You ain't nothing but a little boy. Why is you doing that? And you want to know what I heard? Since we over here giving exclusive details, I heard the whole situation was about Jay-Z. Now, this is allegedly. Rihanna was allegedly dealing with both of these men, and Chris Brown did something that pissed her off. Jay don't do that. That is why I mess with a grown ass man and not no little ass boy. You know what, Chris? You are a child to me. Do you think I need this shit? Do you think I need to be with you, Chris? Jay loves me. And guess what? He got better D than you. Yes, Chris, you're working with that little pinky. I don't need it. I got a real mind, Chris. How do you think I got a record deal? How do you think I'm on the radio and I talk like this, Chris? He's like, excuse me, you heard what I said. You're not going to do nothing, your mama's boy. Rihanna, leave me alone. What you gonna do, Coochie? Do Coochie? Slapping him all in his face. Next thing you know, he wigged out and he went crazy on her ass. And from now on, this is what he's all about. No darkies at my party. Do I agree with him? No, I don't. Did she play a part in all this? I'm pretty sure she did. Listen.
We had a blast that night.
Several hours after that, something happened. Another photo, broadcast by TMZ. Rihanna, swollen.
Look at her. Now, she said they had a blast that night. Oh, damn. Hold on. I don't want to be bootleg. She said we had a blast that night. It looked like she had more than a blast that night. Rihanna went on to be on magazines looking like this. They had her plastered all over the world. So you can just imagine the outrage from the Caribbean. They said when they seen this picture, a lot of people said, Bumbleclad. And they was absolutely right. Bumbleclads. This is what happened. And they saying Chris Brown just snapped for no reason. But regardless of the reason, he should have never did this to this young lady. But she's sitting on $1 billion. So let's continue on. Right now.
Battered. The picture taken that night. Have you looked at it?
I get very embarrassed. I feel humiliated. I get angry all over again. Every time I see it, the whole thing plays back in my head. So I don't like to see it.
Why?
You know what? They talk about the pictures. They talk to her about what Chris Brown did. They never asked her, well, what happened? What led up to this? They never ask her that. From what the public know, Chris Brown just snapped out the blue and he just turned into the devil. Nobody ever asked. So what led up to this moment, Rihanna? Do you feel like you played a hand in this? Did you strike first? Did you strike at all, Rihanna? They never asked these questions because she's a beautiful woman, and I understand. But how is we going to get to the root of the issue? But I'll tell you one thing. Chris Brown is not trying to go through this ever again. So for all you females out there, and it's not just Chris Brown. This sent the signal to plenty of brothers in the industry. If you're going to get with somebody, she got to be lighter than Rihanna. And if you don't believe that's true, just look at the music videos. Look at the women that these rappers and entertainers is dealing with after this situation. They don't want anybody that's darker or as light as Rihanna. They need somebody else that's not even African American at this point. So this is what's happening. And y'all got to understand why this is happening. And it's my job to help you further understand why this is happening. Let me run this back a little bit.
Every time I see it, the whole thing plays back in my head. So I don't like to see it.
Why be ashamed? Why would you be ashamed?
I fell in love with that person. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing that that's the type of person that I fell in love with. So far in love. So unconditional that I went back.
Rihanna, you're embarrassed because that's the type of person you fell in love with. shouldn't you be embarrassed that you're the type of person to drive somebody to do something like that? That's the more embarrassing part about it. If anybody get their ass whooped, you got to be wondering, well, damn, why they beat your ass like that? I'm embarrassed because who I was involved with. No, you should be embarrassed that you can't keep a motherfucking man. And the last time we actually heard about you being in a serious relationship, he beat your ass. And that's not just Rihanna I'm talking about. I'm talking about women in general. A lot of y'all out there got sob stories for days about your ex-boyfriends, and you try to blame that man for your relationship not working out. What is it about you to where you can't keep nobody? And people get so angry with you to where they do the unthinkable. A lot of y'all out there, you can't blame the dude every time. Back in the day, and not to sound like an old guy, and we're going to get to the sacrifice and all that type of stuff, so stay tuned. But I got to, give y'all a history lesson. Back in the day, women took pride in being able to keep a man. Oh, it's my cooking. He ain't going nowhere. I got him. I got my man. He loves me. He ain't going nowhere. He ain't think about going nowhere. Now women, they embarrassed because I fell in love with this type of man. Well, who you been in love with since? ASAP Rocky, that's an embarrassment. He wear girl clothes. He want to borrow your bra and your panties. You should be embarrassed by that. But like I said, I just have to break it down for y'all because people don't be understanding how serious this is. Let's continue on with this.
It's humiliating to see your face like that. It's humiliating to say that this happened, to accept that.
She says she and Brown were in the car on the way home from that Grammy party. He was driving, and over the next 30 minutes, here's what happened. She saw a text message on his cell phone from an old girlfriend. She got angry.
I caught him in a lie, and he wouldn't tell the truth. So I wouldn't drop it. I kept saying I couldn't take that he kept lying to me, and he couldn't take that I wouldn't drop it. Because obviously his back was up against the wall.
His back was up against the wall, meaning that you was ready to fight. He tried to change the subject. Even if he is lying, let it go. Let it go. He lying. He full of BS. I'm going to leave it alone. But she ain't do that. I saw a text message from his ex-girlfriend. That's his phone. That's not your phone. If he's a superstar, people's communicating with him and texting him, that's his business. You're not paying his phone bill. Like I said earlier, she was too old to be with him anyways. She's a cougar. And then you all up in this man's phone? Who's that? Why you do that? Let him look through your phone and see if he get mad. All them dudes in the industry you be dealing with, that you signing contracts with, that brought you into the entertainment business. Let him go through your phone. Let him see your emails and your contacts and what dude's saying on your Instagram or your Facebook and see if he get mad. You just so happen to go through his phone. Stop being nosy. Don't go through that man's phone. But she didn't respect him as a man. And that's the reason. That's the main reason, y'all. And I'm not trying to be funny. I'm dead serious here. That's the main reason Chris Brown said no dog is allowed. Do I agree with him? Hell no, because I want a whole bunch of chocolate at my party. I got a sweet tooth. But Chris Brown, he's trying to watch his diet. Matter of fact, he's trying to watch his livelihood, watch his freedom. No darkies allowed. Because you nosy and you all in my business and you about that drama. Now let's continue on what Rihanna had to say, y'all, because it's only going to get deeper.
The truth is right here in the text message. So it escalated into him being violent towards me, and it was ugly.
We've read the police report.
It says he shoved her against her window, punched her in the left eye. That at one point your mouth is filled with blood.
Yes. He had no soul in his eyes. Just blank. So at that point, I just didn't know what could happen. He was clearly blacked out.
Where the phone at? Where's the phone? Where's the evidence? You want to know where I think the phone is at? The phone was on the highway somewhere. Because it's a possibility she snatched that phone out of his hand and shot it out the window. And blacking out over a text message, it's not that simple. I'm not about to put hands on you because you saw a text message. Unless you, like I said, I don't know all the details, but do this make sense to y'all? That's what y'all gonna have to let me know in the comment section. Do this make any sense to y'all? Now, the question of the video is, do you think Chris Brown do you think he was trying to sacrifice Rihanna? Because at that moment, the answer would have to be yes. It's like, look, chick, do you know that I can get $1 billion off of this right now? If I tell Jermaine Dupri and Jay-Z about this, don't you know they're going to let me into their secret club? But that's Negro here nor there. Listen to what else she had to say.
There was no person when I looked at him. It's almost as though he had nothing to lose. He has so much to lose. And it was almost like he had nothing to lose. It wasn't the same person that says, I love you. It was not those, it definitely weren't those eyes.
She says in his rage, he kept driving into an LA residential section. As she desperately tried to phone her assistant, he threw the phone out the window.
Police report also says he had you in a headlock, not once, but twice.
Wait a minute. Now, this ain't old news, because the reason why we going through this is so we can get up to 2021 and what's going on right now. He was driving at the same time, one hand on her ass and the other hand on the steering wheel. So just imagine Chris Brown leaned back, one hand steering, the other hand whipping it like he's in the kitchen, the other hand cooking grits, scrambling eggs on her ass. Listen, y'all. Listen right now.
And actually bit you a couple of times, once on the left side of your ear and also then bit your fingers. He bit you?
Yep.
Hold on. Like I said, one hand on the wheel, other hand stirring up them grits on her ass. Then he reached over and got a bite in or two. What the fuck? He was possessed by the dog god, and DMX possessed him. Matter of fact, y'all can't see me, but I'm going to try to simulate. Okay, I'm driving. I'm cooking grits with the other hand. How the hell you reach over and get a bite at her ear? Did he grab her and pull her, bring to a text message ain't... A text message is not going to make you that mad. I'm just saying.
Even if I hit him first.
Bitch! Wait a minute. Oh, I'm sorry. I do apologize for all the ladies out there. I'm so sorry. I did not mean to say that. But Rihanna got a whole lot of nerve. She said, but if I hit him first. Chick, did you or no? And if you got to say, but if I hit him first, you hit him first, Rihanna. You dealt the first blow. And that's why he sniggity, stingity snapped on your ass. Listen.
And bit your fingers? He bit you?
Yep. Even if I hit him first, that makes it okay. For him to do that to me. They kind of give an excuse.
Y'all need to see her face.
Even if I hit him first.
Wait.
LA residential section. As she desperately tried to phone her assistant, he threw the phone out the window.
Police report also says he had you in a headlock, not once, but twice, and actually bit you a couple of times, once on the left side of your ear and also then bit your fingers. He bit you?
Yep. Even if I hit him first, that makes it okay for him to do that to me.
Hell yeah.
They kind of give an excuse for what he did.
Did you hit him? Did you ever say to yourself, well, that was my fault?
No. Did not hit him.
Well, why would you say
It was an
that,
argument.
Rihanna?
A verbal
Rihanna, she not keep. Why would you bring it up? She didn't. The lady Dionne Warwick didn't ask you that, or Martha Stewart or whoever that is. She didn't ask you that. And if I did, maybe, probably, even if I wanted to, but if I did hit him first, that's still no excuse for him to beat me back if me beat him first. I did the first blow, no, but I did not. And he still did this to my face, even though if I smack him first, do that make it right for him to hit me back? Yeah, it does. Hit me while I'm driving. Look, I'm about to whip it. Skirt. I'm gonna do the remix on your ass. Oh, you want to hit, huh? I don't like the way that feel. Did you like the way that feel? Do you like the way that feel? Come here. And I'm not condoning no violence, but don't start none, won't be none. She trying to talk about if I did it, but I did not do it. Did you do it? I did not. You did or you did. I did not. She trying to be slick. Listen at this, y'all.
Him to do that to me?
side of your ear and also then bit your fingers? He bit you?
Yep. Even if I hit him first, that makes it okay for him to do that to me. They kind of give an excuse for what he did.
Did you hit him? Did you ever say to yourself, well, that was my fault?
No. Did not hit him. It was an argument.
A verbal argument.
Verbal.
Was there alcohol involved? Was he
No.
drunk? Were you drunk? Was
No.
it a... No.
We weren't drunk. Weren't even drunk.
Now this woman is starting to get suspicious. She like, hold on. Was there alcohol involved? The only time you ask if there's alcohol involved is if you think somebody's memory is clouded. Like, chick, was you drunk? Did you hit him or nah? Maybe y'all was drinking some alcohol. You don't remember hitting him because your ass was so drunk. Oh, no alcohol. We were sober. Just came back from the party. Had a smashing time. Me no drink and him no drink neither. He was sober when he did this to me. And even if I hit him, there's no excuse. Well, did you hit him? No. Bitch, was you drunk? I don't know. Ella. This ain't no laughing matter, but she's full of it. Listen, you guys.
How did you think it was going to end?
That's all I kept thinking the whole time. When is it going to stop? When is it going to stop? When people can hear me screaming, when he's parked in a neighborhood and we're right in front of somebody's house. He kept saying, stop screaming, of course, but I kept screaming. And eventually someone, they didn't come out. They just called the cops from inside.
Now you want to start screaming. After you don't pop me in my mouth, after I told you to mind your business. I'm driving, you don't pop me in my mouth. And, oh, now you screaming. Stop that screaming. What you screaming for? I told you to leave it alone. You ain't want to leave it alone? You want to keep playing with me? I'm a little boy, huh? Jay got bigger balls than me, huh? Okay. Stop that screaming. Nah, I don't condone no violence against nobody. But y'all gonna have to let me know how y'all feel about this.
I was bleeding. I was swollen in my face.
Distinctions that might echo back to the ways you cope when you're a child in a troubled home. Something else she had never planned on letting the world know. What she says her father did to her mother.
Was it a...
Wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. Now I see the pattern. I see the motherfucking pattern, yo. Whenever you deal with a female that was in a domestically violence, growing up with their parents fighting and they mama getting their ass beat, that's the only way they feel like a man gonna love them. You gotta show me that you love me. Just like my father showed my mother. He would get angry and he would pump her. It's not because he didn't love her. He hit her because he loved her. This ain't just Rihanna. This is just women in general. When you hear about them having domestic violence with their mother and father, they going to push your buttons until you follow that lead. Women like to be with men like they fathers. That's what they looking for. 99% of the time, especially if they father in their life. Same thing with men. You know, a lot of times they look for women with qualities like their mama. This is just science. So if her daddy was beating on her mama, then Chris Brown just found himself in the mess up. He ain't beat on nobody since. She bought that out of that man. Listen, y'all. Listen.
From inside, I was battered. I was bleeding. I was swollen in my face.
Distinctions that might echo back to the ways you cope when you're a child in a troubled home. Something else she had never planned on letting the world know. What she says her father did to her mother.
Was it abusive?
Yes.
Physically?
Yes.
Severely?
Yes.
Did he hit her?
Yeah. On numerous accounts. It was...
Tell me why her daddy looked like Chris Brown. Wait a minute, y'all. Wait a minute. Y'all gotta look at this, y'all. Tell me why her daddy looked like an old ass Chris Brown. He looked dead on Chris. Looked like he about to say, wow. She bought that out of Chris. Did your daddy hit your mommy? Yes. Was it tremendous? Yes. Did he put both foots up her ass? Yes, indeed. They were very violent towards each other, but me, no. I ain't buying it.
On numerous accounts. It was like, I don't want to say normal, but it wasn't a surprise when it happened. Like, I just always anticipated it happening. And that's why at night I wouldn't want to sleep because I was too afraid that it would happen. I just would pull her away. I would be beating on my dad's leg the whole time. Just trying to stand in the middle, breaking glass bottles so they could hear something else and snap out of it.
She been about that drama. She was raised up on it. Like, why you like eating them grits like that? You ate a whole pot of grits. I was raised up on it. She was raised up on drama with her mama. I would break glass. She was participating in a violence when she was a little girl. I would break glass, slam the doors. We would have a good time. Yes, I wanted them to know that I had the capabilities to get ignorant. While them fight, I would smash the mirror and also kick the dog so they would hear the barking and know that I am their child. Listen to her, y'all. Listen.
On numerous accounts. It was like, I don't want to say normal, but it wasn't a surprise when it happened. Like, I just always anticipated it happening. And that's why at night I wouldn't want to sleep because I was too afraid.
She was up all night excited. Like, tonight's the night. Up, tossing and turning. Where is the eyes whooping? Come on, Papa. You're not ready tonight. I saw mommy with the fisherman. She with the fisherman, eh? Yeah, Bobby. It looked like he got some of her fish. Oh, she getting fishy with the fishy man. Yes, Poppy, yes. She was the Smeagol for domestic violence, y'all. And when they got to fighting, she got out her bed and participated. Listen.
It would happen. I just would pull her away. I would be beating on my dad's leg the whole time.
Stop it,
trying to stand in the middle, breaking glass bottles so they could hear something else and snap out of it.
Was she taken to the hospital, to the doctors, that severe?
No, she never went.
They couldn't afford no damn Medicare. See, that's something a white person would ask. Did you go to the hospital? No, we drank some Alka-Seltzer. Put some jerk on her leg. It never jerk again. She was fine. Little bit of cocoa bread. Calm down the swelling. We no afford no hospital.
To the hospital, but
Hold on. Wait a minute. I need y'all to see her mama. Look at this. This is Rihanna's mom. There she is. That's the woman that was getting domestically battered. And I know this ain't no laughing matter, but wait a minute. Chris Brown. Oh man, I am so wrong for this. This is gonna get edited. But Chris Brown ain't want her mama at the parties. This is horrible. You know? Matter of fact, let's just continue on with this.
he broke her nose one time. So, but she would never go to the hospital. Domestic violence is not something that people
Hold
want
on.
anybody to
Oh
know,
my God.
so
Wait
she
a
just-
fucking. Y'all gotta see this. Pause this. She started laughing. Look at this. She's evil. Listen.
went to the hospital, but he broke her nose one time. So, but she would never go to the hospital. Domestic violence is not something that people want anybody to know.
Oh my God. And y'all gonna demonize me for laughing. But she laughing at her own damn mama. Said he broke her nose. She was looking like Mr. Potato Head, but she never went to the hospital. She was loving that when she was a kid. Look at mommy with her broken nose. She looking like Steve Harvey. How about you go to the hospital, mama? Can't afford it. Her mama walking around sounding like SpongeBob. Because she got a broken nose. Look, y'all, if I'm laughing, don't cancel me because she's laughing as well. Look at this.
Went to the hospital, but he broke her nose one time. So, but she would never go to the hospital. Domestic violence is not something that people want anybody to know. So she just would hide it in the house.
She tried to keep it in. Don't white people look how the white lady looking. Like he should have beat your ass some more. Why would you laugh at something like that? You're disturbed. This ain't a Chris Brown issue. This is your Caribbean ass issue. Let's continue on with this, man, because I told y'all, it's going to get deep and it's only going to get even deeper. We got 200 and something people up in here. Ain't nobody hit the like button, but it's all good. I love y'all anyway. Let's get back to this though.
I always said to myself, I'm never gonna date somebody like my dad. Point blank.
She is full of shit.
Start like
I'm never going to date anybody like my dad. Are you serious? Look at this, y'all. Then I'm gonna leave it alone. This is the last time I'm gonna run it back. Listen.
No, she never went to the hospital, but he broke her nose one time. So, but she would never go to the hospital. Domestic violence is not something that people want anybody to know. So she just would hide it in the house. I always said to myself, I'm never gonna date somebody like my dad. Point blank,
Yeah, right.
denial is you start lying to yourself. Minute the physical wounds go away, you want this thing to go away. This is a memory you don't want to have ever again. So the minute the physical wounds go away, you put it in the back of your head and you start lying to yourself subconsciously.
Lying, saying it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. Lying, saying
You
he's
start-
changed. What lies?
Initially, you start thinking, what could I possibly have said to make him hit me and do this? Like, you replay that in your head, and then, eventually you're like, it's
The apple don't fall too far from the tree, Rihanna. It doesn't. You just like your mama. You date men that's like your daddy. And as soon as you got famous, it spilled over to the public. That's the only difference. There's just people like this out there that get off on domestic violence. If you could laugh at your own mama getting her nose broken, then you invite the BS. It's simply entertainment for you. And it's not just Rihanna, but this is just women, period. You can't be feeling bad for people that's in domestic violence situations. Because first of all, why did you stay with them? And second of all, what is going on with you that make a person want to whoop your ass? I ain't been in a relationship with somebody they just want to wild out and swing on me. You have to be a certain type of irritating, a certain type of ignorant to get a man out of his character. And some women just know how to do it. They will get at you. I never been in a situation like that. I never put my hands on a female before because my father always told me, if it ever get that bad, just leave. Do not stay with her. If you ever feel like you want to get physical, your best bet is to end it all. So when I come across women like that, and I have been across women like that poke at you, try to provoke you, keep going at you, keep digging at you. And some men just say, okay, to hell with this. It's time for some pop. But I ain't nobody's daddy to be putting my hands on nobody. So I would just leave. But in the heat of the moment, Chris Brown, I give you, look at his face. I give you what you asking for now. You want to play? Oh, you ain't know about Breezy. You've been with Chris Brown this whole time. I'm going to introduce you to Breezy. Listen, y'all.
Stop. I didn't talk about it to anyone, to no one. Not my friends, not my family. I don't want people looking at me and feeling sorry for me, like there goes the victim. So I felt really lonely. There were times when I cried. There were times when I just sat there all day and watched TV. I couldn't even go back to my own house because there were 200 people outside with cameras, paparazzi, journalists, fans, neighbors. There were helicopters circling. So I feel like I went to sleep as Rihanna and woke up as Britney Spears or something, just to give you the level of chaos. And I'm like, if I feel this depressed.
But that's what she wanted, though. You know, and that's the sad case for a lot of people when they're in domestic violent relationships. They love the attention. Look at my eye. I got it. Look what he did to me. My eye is black. I look crazy. And her mama walking around looking like Pinocchio with a broken nose all up in the grocery store. Yeah, he did it again. Oops, I did it again. Talking about she went to sleep Rihanna and woke up Britney Spears. And I'm pretty sure she been in. Look, I'm not going to keep on talking about it because y'all going to try to demonize me. Since you can't get to Chris or Rihanna, y'all going to take y'all anger out on me. So I'm going to just shut up and let her finish saying what she got to say. Because I know it's some haters out there.
What is he going through? Again, lying to yourself. I had to protect him. The whole world hates him now. His fans, his career. He lost me. I just need to let him know, don't do anything stupid.
You mean like hurt himself?
Yes.
You thought he might actually try to kill himself?
Everything was going through.
You hear how excited she was to ask that question? She's like, oh, really? You think he might actually try to kill himself? Oh, they would have loved that. If Chris Brown would have broke and snapped, and they would have been reporting that for months. Oh, we have some breaking news. R&B singer Chris Brown, who put both hands on Rihanna, he decided that they would have had Donald Trump do the news for them. Oh, America, we got some sad news today. Chris Brown decided to end it all because of what he did with Rihanna. It's not looking like we're going to get any more dance moves anytime soon. They would have loved it if Chris Brown would have ended it all over Rihanna, y'all.
Because I know he's never had to deal with something like this. I'm not saying that's an excuse for me to go back, but this is what I was thinking about.
But Go Back to Him is exactly what she did. March 1st, just 3 weeks after the incident.
Look, she was begging for another ass whooping. I told y'all, women be liking that.
I got
They
something for
said
the
3
game.
months after the situation, she went back to Chris Brown, y'all. 3 months. Now I got to take this time to show some love to the comment section because my brother left a donation. So we got to show my man some love and see what he was talking about. Let me get this right on the screen. My man, the quintessential said Rihanna is sadomasochistic. She's like pain such as being tied up or beat, open for interception. Even her song S&M says it all. Pain turns her on. Bruh, thank you so much for the donation. And with that being said, we got to look at these Rihanna lyrics for SAM, and then we're going to get back to the broadcast. Thank you so much, brother. You are a great contributor to the channel, and I really do appreciate you for being here, man. Thank you. I'm giving you all the props. I'm looking this up right now. Right now, bro. You just made you a game changer. You a game changer. S&M lyrics. We about to figure this out. We gonna get it together. Y'all stay tuned, man, because we about to experience this together. And please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Also hit that notification button. Got so much love for y'all. We about to get into these Rihanna lyrics to see if my man was telling the truth. Look at this though. Here we go. S&M by Rihanna. It's Nah Nah, come on. Nah Nah. Is that the song? I think that's something different. Nah Nah Nah, come on. No, that's not what I was looking at a little while ago. Let me go back and see if I can get that. S&M lyrics by Rihanna. Oh, that is it. Nah, nah, come on. Nah, nah, come on. Feels so good being bad. Ooh, 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 ooh. There's no turning back. Ooh, 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 ooh. The pain is my pleasure, 'cause nothing could measure. Ooh, 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 ooh. Love is great. Love is fine. Out the box, out of line. The affection of feeling leaves me wanting more. She's singing about getting her ass whooped, y'all. Feels so good being bad. Ooh, 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 ooh. There's no way I'm turning back. Now the pain is my pleasure, 'cause nothing could measure. Love is great, love is fine. Out the box, out of line. So she knows she was out of line with this man. 'Cause I may be bad, but I'm perfectly good at it. Sex in the air, I don't care. I love the smell of it. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but chains and whips excite me. Is y'all hearing this? She like that, getting her ass beat. That turns her on. And that's why she got with this man 3 weeks after he did what he did. Because them sticks and stones may break her bones, but them chains and whips get her excited. 'Cause I may be bad, but I'm perfectly good at it. Sex in the air, sticks and stones break my bones. That's the whole song. Let me see if she said anything else. That was the whole, it was a chant. She was chanting about getting her ass whooped. Yo, bro, man, thank you for the insight on that. I had no clue that she made a whole song about getting beat up and liking it. But that's Negro here nor there. Let's continue on with this.
Flew to be with Chris Brown in Miami. Her fans were thrown.
I know he's never had to deal with something like this. I'm not saying that's an excuse for me to go back, but this is what I was thinking about.
But Go Back to Him is exactly what she did. March 1st, just 3 weeks after the incident, she flew to be with Chris Brown in Miami. Her fans were thrown.
I think taking him back would be like saying it was okay to do that, and we all know that it's not okay.
I don't want you women out there to think that this is okay, because it is not. It is not okay. A man puts his hands on you, peace out, sucker.
They could try to make this relationship work if they chose to.
And there were also messages from some fans, some young.
Saying it was okay to do.
So the fans out there want the drama. They don't want to see her with a man. It's the sisterhood of singleness, the sisterhood of not having nobody, the sisterhood of not making it work. Now, I'm not saying take somebody back after they put their hands on you, but if she want to work it out with her man, that ain't none of y'all business. Look at what all these
Chris Brown
fans is
in
talking
Miami.
about.
Her fans were thrown.
I think taking him back would be like saying it was okay to do that, and we all know that it's not okay.
I don't want you women out there to think that this is okay, because it is not. It is not okay. A man puts his hands on you, peace out, sucker.
They could try to make this relationship work if they chose to.
And there were also messages from some fans, some young girls, who said they were being hit and hurt too. Down in Miami, Chris Brown seemed to be so relieved she was back with him, even exuberant to have everything
Oh my
the way
God.
it
Wait a
was.
minute. Oh,
Did you
wait a
think
minute.
that was
Wait,
it?
wait,
You were
wait.
gonna be
Y'all
back
got to see
together
this.
again?
Hold on.
I actually didn't know.
Look at Chris
They were
Brown's
being
face.
hit and hurt too. Down in Miami, Chris Brown seemed to be so relieved she was back with him, even exuberant to have
bitch.
everything the way.
Look at his face. He is having the time of his life. Like, I'm about to beat that ass again. She turned him out. Like, I can get away with anything. Like, do it again, Chrissy. Oh, you're not mad enough. I can make you mad. Oh, Papa, you know I know what to do. Rihanna, stop playing. You're going to get me in trouble. Chris, do it again. No, Rihanna, I ain't going to do that. I'm trying to continue on my career. If I black your eye again, they're not going to want to listen to my music. Are you serious, Chris? Yeah, Rihanna, I'm sorry. I'm not going to be able to do it. Okay, I guess I'll find somebody else, but I tried, Chris. You sure? Because I don't care about the fans, you know. The way you bit me, I thought that was sexy. I know, Rihanna, and I don't want to be the type of man to have to beat on a woman and turn her on. Well, I'm sorry, Chris. I'm not the girl for you. Maybe I'll see you later. All right, Rihanna. You take care of yourself, okay? Don't forget your ice. Take your ice, baby, okay? I'll see you later. All right, Chris, punk ass. Whatever, Riri. No, I'm just playing, but I mean, if you could just hit me one more time, I mean. No, Ree, I'm sorry. I'm not going to be able to do it. Okay, I guess. Oh, nah.
Was. And did you think that was it? You were going to be back together again?
I actually didn't know. I actually did not know. I went through a host of emotions.
Did you tell him you forgave him?
No. It was confusing for me. I was still attached by love, but I wasn't thinking about the reality of the situation. I felt like I built this empire and the man that I love beat me, and because I'm going back, I'm going to lose it? No. And even then, you see, you started lying to yourself again.
Did y'all hear that? She's like, I would have took him back, but I done built the whole empire off of domestic violence. And if I get back with him, I'm going to lose all that. These feminists is not going to support me. I'm in good graces with the Oprah Winfreys, the Gayle Kings, all these fat ass single women is buying my albums. I done built the whole empire off of this. And Chris is not where I love him and everything. I like getting my ass beat, but I'm not about to risk all of this just to be with him. Oh, nah. When she saw that bank account was in the negative, she snapped. Wait a minute, Chris, let me check my bank account. 000. Oh, nah. She had to get the hell out of there.
And I just felt, that's selfish. I can't think like that. That's selfish. What if I am supposed to help him? But when I realized that my selfish decision for love could result into some young girl getting killed, I could not be easy with that part. I couldn't be held responsible for telling them, go back. Chris, even if Chris never hit me again, who's to say that their boyfriend won't? Who's to say that they won't kill these girls? And these are young girls, and I just didn't realize.
She's basically saying, I would have stayed with Chris. The ass whoopings, that don't bother me. I would have married this man. Just like my mama and my daddy was together. Me and Chris, we had a good thing going. We had the ass whooping down packed. It was all good. But since I got these young fans out here, these people spending money, and I got to do these shows, I don't want to upset these women, and rightfully so. But her personally, if it wasn't for the business aspect, she was completely fine with staying with Chris Brown, y'all. So let's continue on.
Much of an impact I had on these girls' lives until that happened. It was a wake-up call. It was a wake-up call for me. Big time.
How did you end it? When did you end it?
Shortly after Miami, I went right back to LA. I just said to him, I can't do this. I resent.
Ain't that what I said happened? It was right there in Miami. Like, I know I'm not going to be able to do it. She tried it, but she knew that he wasn't going to continue to do what she wanted.
Him. I resented him so much. And I always put the tough face on and try to, I can do anything, face, and just try to play it off. But he knew. He knew it. He kept asking me, you hate me, don't you? You hate me. And I would lie and I would say, no. No. And I did. It annoyed, everything about him annoyed me, him being around me, him talking to me. Everything was annoying for me. So
But that ain't what you just said a little while ago, Riri. You said I was still in love with him and that's why I went back. Now you saying you wasn't in love with him and he was annoying you? She thinking about her fan base out there. Like, I know I can't sing, but buy my records.
really, I just said we can't do this.
And that was the last time you've spoken to him?
I spoke to him after that, but we weren't in a relationship. You know, he didn't accept that very well. Obviously, he didn't want us to be apart. But I know how to make a decision for me.
He launched a series of public appeals saying he had written her a song, an apology called Changed Man.
Hey. Uh-huh. Sorry.
When you heard it, what did you think?
I didn't hear it.
Didn't want to hear it?
No.
I wish I could have changed that night.
He also went on Larry King with his mother and explained that as a little boy, he had heard his stepfather hit his mom, though his stepfather denies it.
It used to be times I used to be scared to go to bed because I'd be like, well, I don't know.
He forgot the pain that he witnessed with his mom. Fame came to Chris very, very young, at a very young age. So with fame comes a lot of things, and the most dangerous thing is the freedom. No limits, no boundaries. You're a kid and the word no doesn't exist. You become invincible. I am strong. This happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't cause this.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
This happened to me, and it can happen to anybody.
We get
and I'm
it.
glad it happened to me, because now I can help young girls when they go through it. I'll say that to any young girl who's going through domestic violence. Don't react off of love. F love. Come out of the situation and look at it.
That's how she earned her billions of dollars, y'all. With that statement right there. That's what made her rise. That's what got her to the point where she ain't got to release music. She's set for life. Rihanna did an incredible thing for the feminist movement. F love. I would say that to all the young girls out there. And you know what? With the situation that happened with 40 Cal's daughter. And I ain't want to talk about it in my other video because it was real sad and everything. Allegedly she took her own life because she was in a relationship with a dude that didn't want to be with her no more. That's what they saying. And the reason why I didn't report on it is because I don't know if I'm not about to put that out there, and I don't know all the real details and stuff. And plus I don't want to speak about nobody taking their life anyway. But for you women out there, that is true. If you with somebody and it ain't working out, give them the deuces. But y'all be taking it too far. If you can't get nobody, that's different. If you can get somebody and you ain't going for it, then that's one thing. But if you completely just can't get nobody that's worth a damn, and you on some F love and all these dudes ain't this and dudes ain't that, and you sitting over there looking like flabby Citabay, go sit your ass down somewhere. Because looking the way you do, you ain't guaranteed no real love anyway, unless your attitude is together, unless you got something else to offer. And looks ain't the only thing you should have to offer. You can look however you want to look. But if you got something to offer, it don't even matter what you look like. But so many of y'all be hot garbage. And on top of that, your personality is garbage. How you looking all different types of crazy and you ain't got no personality to speak of. But let's continue on with Rihanna, what she got to say. Listen, y'all, right now.
Third person. And for what it really is. And then make your decision. Because love is so blind. It's so blind.
That's true. Love is blind. You know what I'm saying? Now we done heard what Rihanna had to say. We listened to what she had to say about the situation. But now it's time to see what Breezy got to say about all this. And then we're going to get back to what Rihanna had to say. So I need y'all to pay attention. I'm over here getting this set up right now. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. All these people over here and still ain't nobody hit that like button. You know what, man? I'm not the type of person to be a hater, but seeing how y'all treat me on this video, ain't nobody hit the like button, man, I'm gonna love y'all regardless, because hate is not in my DNA, but it is sad to see that there's so many haters out there. You watching the video, you kicking it with your boy, but you ain't showing me no love. You know, that's real sad. But that's Negro here nor there. Let's get into what Chris Brown had to say, y'all.
To see Rihanna and Chris when they first started dating, it was magical, you know? And those two, they were kind of inseparable. You know, you would hear about them being in the studio, you would hear, you know, they're coming into the club together, and it was just an energy.
At that time in our career, being that young, being naive, gullible, but also just happy, just wanting to be everywhere. I mean, it was no other feeling. But with her, with young,
with that Walt Disney ass music playing in the background, I ain't gonna be able to do that one. So I need y'all to listen at this and listen, because I ain't doing that Mickey Mouse ass music. Uh-oh, it's getting real serious. Listen, y'all. Chris Brown about to explain everything.
Singer Chris Brown with 2 felonies, including assault, allegations of domestic violence, damage.
Much more serious, much more violent. Grammy Award nominee has just posted bail on criminal threat charges.
I think I was about 15. First time we actually met. It was at a show. I think it's E100 show in New York. And we were, and I've been hearing her, met like her music and stuff from, you know, the radio. It was a big #1 hit. And I was just sitting there, I was like, man, okay, cool. I want to see what she looked like. I want to meet her. I seen her video. I was like, oh, she cute. So, you know, I saw her at the show, and she was like, hey, what's up? How you doing? And she had an accent. And I was like, never heard that before. That sounds good. You know what I'm saying? So I said, you know what? Let me talk to her, see what she's talking about. Just be cool with her. We exchange information and stuff like that. And through passing, we would be on the same shows. She would always would perform and then would go sit in the crowd. She watching my show, so I was nervous. I was like, do she like me? I didn't know if she liked me or not, but I was just like, she really watching the show, so she actually must like my music. From there, you know, we just became friends, kick it, nothing too serious, but we just had, you know, a good understanding of each other.
What's all these dating rumors, Chris? Yes, no?
I would just keep it as we just doing our thing, just having fun.
You know, just one day I remember it was right before our VMA performance. Me and her did the VMA performance, my first ever one. It was a couple months before that, and I remember staying over her house. And I was just like, man, what we doing? It was just like, what you mean? I was like I'm always over here, like we like each other, obviously. Let's just do it. Let's just be boyfriend and girlfriend. She started laughing. She said, "You ain't serious. I don't think you want to do that." I was like, "Why?" She's like, "No. You ain't ready." And I was like, "No, I am. I think I'm ready for real." So then I remember I was like, "I think I love you." She was looking at me like, "What? Like, did I say the word?" You know. So, at that time when we did the VMAs, it was more like we kept our relationship secret. So we had been together for maybe.
This sounds so sweet and touching. I know y'all heard what he said and everything, but it was just some young kids, 15 or whatever, in the music industry. And, they took a liking to each other, hanging out or whatever. Just young kids eating bubble gum and stuff like that. Laffy Taffy. The Laffy Taffy. Just enjoying each other's company. Next thing you know, he's like, "Oh, I think I love you." Them young hormones and stuff raging way before he really started raging. Listen, y'all.
I want to say 8 months prior. So it was we just kept it to ourselves. We didn't want everybody to know. We just wanted it, just to be like, okay, if they guess it, they guess it. But right now, we love each other, so I really don't care about everybody else. So we did the show, and it was like that moment when you got a chance to say, okay, yeah, they're dating, they're talking. At that moment, she had like the biggest records out, like was going crazy. And me, I still was going strong with all my records and new stuff. When we got a chance to do that show, it was kind of like both of us being able to show the world, like, hey, we both are dope, talented artists, and we both, are gonna make a mark in this world. It was like a fairy tale.
To see Rihanna and Chris when they first started dating, it was magical, and those two, they were kind of inseparable. You would hear about them being in the studio, you would hear, they're coming into the club together, and it was just an energy.
At that time in our career, being that young, being naive, gullible, but also just happy, just wanting to be everywhere. I mean, it was no other feeling like it. But with her, with Rhea, it was just like our power that we had at that age. It was just dangerous, man. Like you could go anywhere. Like we couldn't go to a hotel and not have 1,000 fans outside waiting. You know what I'm saying? We couldn't go to any restaurant and just eat. Like real life rock stars at 16 and 17 years old. Man, that's dangerous because you could do whatever you want. I just think we were like the perfect, like, and bad combination.
Get to the ass whooping, Chris. Because you trying to paint it out like y'all just had the perfect relationship. Obviously, y'all did not have the perfect relationship. I know you trying to clean up your image and everything, but boy, if you don't get to that ass whooping, we're going to have some serious problems.
Performance. I just broke it to her. I said, hey, I want to marry you, but I want to.
I don't want to hear that.
Like, she just didn't trust me after that. From there, my trust totally was lost.
Okay.
What it is. Before we were together, performance, I just her knowing my business too. I just didn't know. And this person, she worked for me at the time.
Uh-oh, he getting to it now. I do apologize.
Relationship.
All right, I'm going to start it from here.
It's dangerous, man. Like you could go anywhere. Like we couldn't go to a hotel and not have.
Okay, it's about to get juicy.
You know what I'm saying? We couldn't go to any restaurant and just eat. Like real life rock stars at 16 and 17 years old. Man, that's dangerous because you could do whatever you want. I just think we were like the perfect, like, and bad combination. Like it was just good and bad together. It was just, I want to say maybe a year and a half into the relationship with Rihanna, I really was serious about it. Like, I was always goofy about everything else being a young kid, but maturity level I had in my beliefs of what I wanted with my girlfriend. You know what? I want to marry you, but I want before, we go any further, I just want to be able to be honest and be completely real with you about everything you've ever had a question about or a doubt about. She asked me, like, right when we first started dating, hey, you ever mess with this person? And this person, she worked for me at the time. And I said, nah, man, you know what it is. Just, I brushed it to the side. One, I didn't want her knowing my business. Two, I just didn't know.
Look, Chris, that's where you messed up, young fella. When a woman asks you a question like that, she already know the answer. She just want to see if you lying or not. She says, so, did you mess with so-and-so? Nah, I ain't mess with her. No, I ain't never did that. Bruh, she already know the answer. She's sizing you up. She getting ready to cook you. She getting that beef ready. Just keep it a buck. This for all my dudes out there listening. If your girl asks you a question and the answer is yes, don't lie about it because she already know the real answer. She's just trying to see if you're going to lie or not.
If I tell her what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? So I'm at like the 8th month or maybe like a little bit after that VMA performance. I just broke it to her. I said, hey, I want to marry you, but I want to be real with you. I want to be honest with you and tell you, everything. This is what it is. Before we were together, me and this other girl did have sex. My trust totally was
Should have
lost.
been said that.
You know what I'm saying? She hated me. Like, after that, I tried everything. Like, she didn't care. Like, she just didn't trust me after that. From there, it just went downhill because, it would be fights. It would be verbal fights, physical fights as well, mutual sides. And
you know what? So what if he had sex with the chick? He Chris Brown. I know he lied about it and everything, but you already knew he had sex with you. What you worried about it for? Who you had sex with before they got together? You wasn't no damn virgin. As yo, did you ever have sex with Jigga Man? He ain't asked you that though. She was looking for something to start some drama over. Everything was too perfect. And that's how most women be, man. Everything going good, gotta find something messed up. Something that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. That was his past. He with you right now. How you gonna be angry with somebody for something that they did before they even got involved with you? And that's why Chris Brown, to this day, he don't want nothing to do with the sisters like that. And I know I said that before, but just in case you just tuned into the video, what sparked this up? Because we not just digging up no old Chris Brown and Rihanna beef. Chris Brown bans all the black girls from his party and said no darkies allowed because of what he been through with Rihanna. So this is affecting this man. If you don't believe he tried to sacrifice Rihanna, he's sacrificing his relationship with every black woman he know because of Rihanna. So essentially that is a sacrifice. So we about to get back into this, man. I'm going to continue on. I need y'all to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel too, because man, this is the part where it gets really, really serious. And I need y'all to pay close attention because it's about to get deep. Listen, y'all. Listen.
first time I get to say anything. And like I said, I still love Rihanna, but I'm just going to be honest. We would fight each other. She would hit me. I would hit her. But it never was okay. It was always a point to when we talk.
Yo, he said they been fighting each other. She would be hitting on him and he'll be hitting on her. They been had an abusive relationship. So therefore, this ain't no one-time snap or he just lost it that one time. That's what she failed to say during her interview. She tried to make it seem like, oh, it was out the blue. This never happened before. Y'all been whooping each other's ass. Don't try to switch it up now. And he just let the cat out the bag. Listen, yo.
I'm just gonna be honest. We would fight each other. She would hit me. I would hit her. But it never was okay. It was always a point to when we talk about it. I'm like, yo, what the fuck are we doing? Like, I don't like that. I don't like you slapping me. If I go on stage, I got a scratch on my face, and I gotta explain it like, oh, no, I fell, or like, oh, you. Or...
So she been beating his ass. So tonight, you can't tell me she didn't hit him first or she didn't hit him back because they been beating up on each other before they do shows. Been back there cat fighting and slapping and kicking. They used to get turned on by that. Tear that ass up and then tear that ass up. And then tear that ass up before he tore that ass up. But now, since she went to the news with what they been doing, now he's the criminal. When they both was dead wrong and for having an abusive relationship like that. Let's continue on, man. Matter of fact, let me run that back a little bit.
We would fight each other. She would hit me. I would hit her. But it never was okay. It was always a point to when we talk about it. Like, yo, what the fuck are we doing? Like, I don't like that. I don't like you slapping me. If I go on stage, I got a scratch on my face. And I gotta explain it like, oh, no, I fell, or like, or you, or like, if you got a scar or whatever, or a bruise, you gotta put makeup on it. I feel like shit. Like I'm not ever trying to put my hands on any female.
But she learned that at home, Chris. That's what you ain't know. That's learned behavior that she was doing. She was playing house with you. That's what she was raised up in, Chris. It ain't had nothing to do with you, bro. You ain't never did that to a woman before until you got with Rihanna. So stop beating yourself up. And for the public out there, the question on the video is, do you think Chris Brown tried to sacrifice Rihanna? No, I don't. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. I don't believe he did. I think, if anything, she was trying to sacrifice his ass. And she did sacrifice his career for carrying on like her parents used to do back in Jamaica. So continue on, Chris. I'm listening, bro. Continue on.
Anger or whatever, you have to walk away from the situation. Never ever put your hands on anyone.
Hold on, this is
My
mama.
hands on any female.
Anger or whatever, you have to walk away from the situation. Never ever put your hands on anyone.
You know, that was his girl, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like, you know, what he went through it was like a test. And it wasn't so much of the situation. I think it was just a test in life.
I was just like Chris. I was very successful at a young age, and when you're really successful, I was taught that can't should be a foreign language to you.
They got Mike Tyson
no
speak.
Should be a foreign language
Okay,
to you.
now
You
they
shouldn't be able
being
to
slick.
understand the language of no, or you can't.
Like me, I felt like a fucking monster.
When you get Mike Tyson to speak for you, it's over. He is a bona fide ass beater. And he's speaking on behalf of Chris Brown and DJ Khaled. Man, look.
20-year-old pop star Rihanna is the woman involved in the alleged domestic violence assault case.
I lost my best friend. Like, everything I knew switched, and I couldn't control that. So I had to deal with that, and that's not easy for me to understand.
7 years ago, when I was about 17, 18, you know, the whole Rihanna incident happened. You know, a lot of that changed my life.
And that night at that Clive Davis party, that I made sure the person that I was involved with before, I said, hey, you can't come around to these places. And the person comes right to the table and say, hey, what's up, y'all? And I already know it's an issue, so I say, hey, cool. And I keep it, and they keep it moving and leave. I look over at Rihanna, and she's bawling, she's just crying. In the middle of the ceremony about to start, she's crying, and I'm like, oh, yo, please, babe, don't do this. Like, don't do this in here. Like I didn't know. I promise. I swear to God, I didn't know. So she got over it. She started drinking a little bit. We both was drinking a little bit. We was tipsy, laughing, joking, you know, and then we left.
And Juan, just a few hours.
Yo, Rihanna said they wasn't drinking. He said that they was drinking before they left the party. So there she go in another lie. Now, I don't think he lying about it. The woman asked her, was there alcohol involved? No, me no drink. Him neither. But they both was drunk the night of the incident. We get into it. So let me run this back a little bit so y'all can understand, just in case you missed it. Listen, yo.
Person comes right to the table and say, hey, what's up, y'all? And I already know it's an issue, so I say, hey, cool. And I keep it, and they keep it moving and leave. I look over at Rihanna, and she's bawling. She's just crying.
So the person that she asked him if he slept with her back in the day, and he said no, then turned around and told her the truth. She came over to the table to greet them. How you doing, Chris? How you doing, Rihanna? Hey, how you doing? She walks off. Rihanna started crying, and she started drinking that St. Ives. Chris Brown trying to tell her everything all good. That ain't nothing. That's just my past, baby. Why you drinking? Now you getting drunk. And then as soon as they got in the car, that's when she started some shit. Listen, y'all.
Night at that Clive Davis party, that I made sure the person that I was involved with before, I said, hey, you can't come around to these places. And the person comes in.
He told the girl that he was involved with before, you can't come around me and Rihanna because she be tripping. I don't want no problems. He said the girl came in there anyway. Like, Rihanna, you remember what we did? Yeah, I'm with Chris, bitch. Yes, bitch. And Rihanna couldn't take it. She started drinking, getting drunk. Oh, I can't believe she bring her ass. Mamacita, no. I can't believe this bitch showed up to me party with me, man. Oh, I gotta have another drink. I'm going to beat his ass. They both got drunk. Listen, y'all.
comes right to the table, say, "Hey, what's up, y'all?" And I already know it's an issue, so I say, "Hey, cool," and I keep it, and they keep it moving. They leave. I look over at Rihanna, and she's bawling. She's just crying in the middle of the ceremony about to start. She's crying, and I'm like, "Oh."
She boo-hooing because old girl came to the party. Oh, she want my dick. She flirted with my man in front of my face. Ooh.
Yeah, please, babe, don't do this. Like, don't do this in here. Like I didn't know. I promise. I swear to God, I didn't know. So she got over it. She started drinking a little bit. We both was drinking a little bit. We was tipsy, laughing, joking, and then we left.
And Juan, just a few hours ago, we saw Chris Brown drive off. According to sources, the alleged fight broke out inside a Lamborghini that was located at Hancock Park.
As you know, young relationships, any relationship is based on trust, but because I told her that, she didn't trust me with anything. So,
hold on, y'all gotta see this. Look at this, y'all.
And then we left.
And Juan, just a few hours ago, we saw Chris Brown drive off. According to sources, the alleged fight broke out inside a Lamborghini that was located at Hancock Park.
As you know, young relationships, any relationship is based on trust, but because I told her.
She was looking to start some shit that night. She was looking to get violent with this man. They was drinking. She was mad. Old girl was at the party. He just trying to take her home. He left early because he ain't want no drama to pop off. He like, man, let me get out of here before she start tripping. Get her back to the crib. Chris Brown didn't want no problems, but she obviously did. Listen, y'all.
She didn't trust me with anything. So I would give her the option of, oh, you can look at my phone. So I gave her the phone. She looks at the phone and there's a message and it says, kill the Grammys, do your thing. And I didn't read the rest of the message, I didn't open it. She opened the message and the rest of the message said, I'll see you at the cloud party. So all thought she thought I was lying. She starts going off, she throws the phone, I hate you, whatever.
See that? Talking about, I saw, how this man driving and you just so happen to see a text message come through on his phone. He was trying to be honest with you. I ain't got nothing going on with that girl. You want to see my phone so bad? Here go my phone. He said, I know you heard it, but it's my job to elaborate. He said the young lady texted him, you killed it at the Grammys. Mind you, he did the show of Rihanna. That was a great job. I'ma see you at the Clyde party. It ain't like she said, I'ma see you at the hotel later. I'ma see you at the party. And she came over and greeted them at the party and kept it moving. Ain't no big deal. Rihanna made a big deal out of this. Chris Brown was just trying to be real with her, y'all. Listen.
I'll see you at the cloud party. So all thought she thought I was lying. She starts going off, she throws the phone, I hate you, whatever. Starts hitting me. We're in a little Lamborghini. She's fighting me and I'm like, look, I'm telling you the truth, I swear to God. I'm telling you the truth, stop it. So then she hits me a couple more times and I just kind of it doesn't go from translation to let's sit down, I'm telling you the truth. It goes to now I'm finna be mean and be evil.
He was about to say, now I'm finna beat her ass. Look at his body language, y'all. Y'all gotta see this part, man. Listen.
What's going off? She throws the phone. I hate you, whatever. Starts hitting me. We're in a little Lamborghini. She's fighting me, and I'm like, look, I'm telling you the truth. I swear to God. I'm telling you the truth. Stop it. So then she hits me a couple more times, and I just kind of it doesn't go from translation to let's sit down. I'm telling you the truth. It goes to now I'm finna be mean.
He said from now I'm finna beat her ass. Be mean. She was hitting on him. Baby, stop. Stop hitting me. Stop. I'm driving. Stop. Why is you tripping? Rihanna, quit. You hit me in my face. You bitch, you motherfucker. I told your ass quit playing with me. I ain't fucking that girl. If I was, I'd tell you. Stop playing. Come here, boy. Why you crying? Stop crying. Stop crying. Oh, Chris. Stop that crying. Shouldn't I told your ass 50,000 motherfucking times. He snapped. Trying to be cool with this woman, trying to be honest, trying to keep a relationship with this woman, trying to be upfront. You want to see my phone? See my phone. I ain't sleeping with the girl. I'm with you right now. What you talking about? She seen us at the party together. You keep on. Now you pop me. You pop my lip. My lip bleed. My lip bleeding. He snapped. He completely snapped.
Arguing. So then, I remember she tried to kick me. It's like just her just being upset. But then I really hit her. Like I with a closed fist, like I punched her. You know, and it busted her lip. When I saw it, I was in shock. I was like, fuck, why the hell did I hit her? Like, so from there, she's just spit in my face, like spit the blood in my face, and I'm like, yo, so it enraged me even more. Like it's a real on fight in the car. We driving in the street. I'm like, yo, hey, we tripping. Like, what the fuck? Like, what are we doing? She's trying to grab for my phone, and I'm not getting.
Yo, that's a real life boxing match. He said he punched her in her mouth and her mouth started bleeding and she spit the blood. Poof. Like, you knocked my tooth out, bitch. And that just made him even madder. Like, you spitting blood? The sight of blood, that's when he snapped. Had time to get bloody. If somebody spit their tooth in my face, I probably would snap too. You knocked my tooth out, bitch. Like, bitch, what? And that's when he lost it.
On my phone to throw it out of the window. So she grabs my nuts. And when she do that, I bite her arm, I think, as I'm driving, because I'm still trying to drive. And it's just like a pet.
Hold on. She grabbed his nuts. It's like, oh, you got a lot of balls, nigga. She was the one that was a demon. She the one that was trying to sacrifice his ass. Like, give me those nuts, bitch. Get off my nuts. Get off my. He had to bite her to get off his balls. Like, damn, get off my dick. Get off my dick. No, Chris, it's mine. What about these balls? Get off my balls. What you doing? He ain't had no choice.
Like, stupid fight, bro. And I'm just realizing it. I'm like, look, what the hell am I doing, bro? Like, what are you honestly doing this in the car right now? Like, what are we doing? So I pull over in Hancock Park, maybe less than 2-3 miles from my house. And I'm just trying to resolve the situation. I'm not trying to fight any further. I don't want to, like, I love her. I don't want to hurt my girlfriend. And so I pull over. I said, look, like, I'm telling you the truth. Like, I'm crying, she's crying. Like, I'm telling you the truth. I swear to God, like, I didn't do it. I didn't know she was fucking coming. I didn't know, I promise. She just didn't believe me. Like, I just know you lying to me. She takes the keys out of the car. I'm in park. She takes the keys out of the car and throws fakes like she throws them out the window. I'm like, what are you doing? I get out the car. When I get out the car, I'm looking for the keys in somebody's yard. And she yells out of her door, help, he's trying to kill me. I said, stop, like, we gonna get in trouble. So I'm looking for the keys. She's sitting on the keys.
Yo, that's a fucking nightmare, yo. That woman is a piece of work. She act like she shot the keys out the window. And she screaming, help, he trying to kill me, help. He all in the grass looking for the keys like, damn, I'm out here stuck. She tripping, she bleeding. I know his heart had to be racing like, what the hell is going on? And I'm not trying to say he's innocent in all this or trying to paint him out like he's the nice guy in the situation. That's not what I'm doing. But she was sitting on the key. How many games you gonna play with a man? He looking for the keys, you sitting on the keys. If you don't get your ass up, he probably smacked her again when he found them damn keys. Got me all in the grass, got dog doodle all on my shoes, but give me these goddamn keys.
I'm like, you know what? I can't play this game with you. So I'm getting my bags out of the car. She takes my CDs. This is back when I would record on CDs. You couldn't put it on your phone when you leave the studio. So I had new music and she was just scratching it up. I just seen her scratching it up with the keys. So I saw her snatch the bag. I was like, you know what? You got the keys. You can drive home. By this time, her lip was busted. She had a knock because I pushed her head up against the window. And you know, a lot of the times, like, I look back at that picture and I'm just like, yo, bro, like, that's not me, bro. It's not.
No matter what he say, he always gonna be demonized and criminalized for putting both hands on Rihanna. And rightfully so. When she was beating his ass, when you in a fight, it ain't the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the fight in the dog. And when this do or die, and she acting like she a man, and she putting hands on you like she a man, I don't care. Me, I would have pulled over and caught the bus. I would have not have put hands on this woman. But Chris Brown, he cut from a different cloth, man. So y'all gonna have to let me know in the comments section. Matter of fact, we got all these people in here. Ain't nobody hit the like button. But you know what? Like I said earlier, I still got love for y'all. You know, maybe you was born a hater. Maybe that's your own personal problem. The same way Rihanna's parents is the reason why she was getting her ass beat. That's probably, maybe your mama was a hater and that's why you ain't showing me no love. Maybe your daddy, your punk ass daddy, ain't know how to show nobody no love neither. And that's why you're not showing me no love on my video. I appreciate you for watching. Lord knows I do. But if you hit that like button, that'd be a whole lot better. I mean, I would really appreciate that. But I ain't gonna beg. I ain't too proud to beg, but I'm not gonna beg. Man, we about to get into this Oprah Winfrey, Rihanna opening up about Chris Brown. Y'all heard what Chris Brown had to say. So let's get into this. Hold on, my wifey in the building. Wait a minute. Let me show her some love before I continue on with this. Wifey is in the building. How you doing, bad girl Marie? You feeling all right tonight, baby? Amanda Silva, I see you, baby. Diamond Kelly. Look, we all we got. We don't need nobody else. It's just me and my girls. Just me and my girls. Let's get back to this, man. Because y'all got to hear Rihanna. And she's sitting down with Oprah like everything is all good, y'all. Here we go. Check this out.
In 2009, just days after Rihanna and her then boyfriend, pop star Chris Brown, were photographed seated next to each other smiling. This image was leaked to the public.
Y'all hear how excited Oprah is to be reporting on this? She's like, she don't have her coffee. Just a couple of days ago, Rihanna got her ass beat by her then boyfriend, Chris Brown. She ready to get all into it. She ready to bash this brother.
The early morning hours of February 8, 2009, Chris Brown and Rihanna left Clive Davis's annual pre-Grammy party. According to police reports, while driving home, the two got into a heated argument, which escalated into a vicious and violent attack. Chris Brown was arrested for assault and pled guilty. He would later be sentenced to 180 days of community service and 5 years probation. As the controversy swirled around them, it seemed like everybody had an opinion.
Chris Brown makes me angry.
To be able to experience this in the media, that alone it's horrible.
I was thinking, maybe you aren't aware of the velocity of feelings that people had when the incident, when he was arrested in 2009. I think it's kind of like this. The reason why a lot of women choose not to let their family and friends know if they're in an abusive relationship, because once you tell your mother, once you tell your friend, that's all they remember.
Yes.
So I think that when the world saw that in 2009, that's what stuck with so many people.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But nobody could feel that more than me. I was hurt the most. Nobody felt what I felt. So it was...
You were hurt the most because it happened?
It happened. It happened to me. And it happened
Rihanna,
to me.
Rihanna, it been happening. That wasn't the only time she trying to paint it out like that was the first time something like that ever happened to her. She ain't never have a man do something. Y'all been beating each other's ass. And you the one that was hitting on him first. Ain't the first time. Don't do this. But hey, if that's what led her to $1 billion, and which it did, she paid up right now. People like, where'd she get all her money from? This is where she get all her money from. Let's continue. Oh, damn. Hold on, y'all. Listen.
It was embarrassing. It was humiliating. It was hurtful. You know, it's not easy. I lost my best friend. Like, everything I knew switched in a night. And I couldn't control that. So I had to deal with that. And that's not easy for me to understand or interpret. And it's not easy to interpret on camera, not with the world watching. So it was hard for me to even pay attention to my mind and figuring things out, because now it became a circus and I felt protective. Like, I felt like the only person they hate right now is him. It was a weird, confusing space to be in, because as angry as I was, as angry and hurt and betrayed, I just felt like he made that mistake because he needed help, and like, who's gonna help him? Nobody's gonna say he needs help.
Y'all got to see this bullshit. Oprah is loving this. It is dog a brother out day. Look. Hold on, y'all. Look at this.
Who's gonna help him? Nobody's gonna say
like,
he needs.
She like, you gotta help his ass, huh? Who's gonna help him? They love that. Let me tell y'all a little something about the feminist movement, man. They love a down and out man begging for his mommy. And this ain't no disrespect to George Floyd, but it was so many women on the front line. And I applaud them for that, but it's the mommy factor. These helpless bucks that don't have enough testosterone to be a man need us to step up to the plate to be the men for them. We have to protect these cowardly bastards because they ain't got the balls. We got more of a sack than these dudes. Oprah's like, oh, you had to help him, huh? That was like soul food to her freaking soul. Listen.
He made that mistake because he needed help, and like, who's gonna help him? Nobody's gonna say he needs help.
That's how we do over here, baby. Yeah. Oprah over there like young Jeezy right now. Who gonna help him? Yeah. Tell it, girl. This is what I like to have on my telecast. Help his bum ass. Listen, y'all. Hold on. I'm all over the place.
Everybody's gonna say he's a monster without looking at the source. And I was more concerned about him.
That is really powerful. That's really powerful. That in that moment, I would have never thought.
Oprah looking like it couldn't have been me, bitch. Because I would have threw his ass under the first bus that came by. Like, oh, that's really powerful. That's good for you, because it couldn't have been me, bitch. Look.
That's really powerful. That in that moment, I would have never thought that. You just shocked me. Because in that moment, I would have never thought that what you were thinking about is protecting him.
Girl. I know I sound like a chatty patty, but you know, this is what we do with this information, man. We give y'all highly classified documentations on a daily basis. And the reason why I'm laughing about it, because a lot of y'all don't take me seriously, but the proof and the information that I give you is so classical to where you ain't gonna be able to get it nowhere else, baby. So, y'all gotta listen at this real fast.
Watch live TV from 85.
Hold on, y'all. I'm getting it started for y'all, so y'all just pay attention. Oh, man. I'm getting it together. All right, here we go. It's all good in the hood, baby.
A lot of people thought that Chris hitting you was unforgivable. Have you forgiven him?
I have forgiven him. It took me a long time. I was angry for a long time. I felt like this is not my fault. This is not me doing this, and still I have to like worry and you know, all those kinds of, I was resentful. I held a grudge. I was dark. I was angry, and it was coming out in my music. It was coming out in my clothes. It was coming out in my attitude. And I didn't like that feeling. It was heavy. It was heavy.
What'd you do to get over it?
Here they come again. Repaired my relationship with my dad.
Your dad.
See, back to that. That's the only way she was able to get over it, repair her relationship with her dad. Like I told y'all earlier, that's where she get that from. Her dad beating on her moms.
I was so angry at him. And I was just angry about a lot of things from my childhood, and I couldn't separate him as a husband from him as a father. I felt like he was a bad husband, he was a bad father.
Because you watched him do some bad things to your mom.
Yeah, I witnessed a lot as a child in my household. And
Was
when
he violent?
yes, he was. And my family broke up because of his addiction, but
Y'all got to see this, man. And I know I showed y'all before, but her daddy, matter of fact, let me get that out the way. Her daddy looked like an old Chris Brown, don't he? She dated a man just like her daddy, and her little brother looked like a young Chris Brown, and her mama just looked like she willing to be with any light-skinned man to have light-skinned babies, and you have achieved. You got light children, woman, at the hands of an ass whooping. And that's the case with a lot of my sisters out there. Y'all get with Papito, and he be whooping your black ass and calling you every name in the book. Just give me the light babies. Yeah, you got your light babies and a black eye to go along with that. And I ain't mad. I ain't hating. I'm just calling it how I see it. I used to date this female named Vanessa. Beautiful dark-skinned sister, darker than the night. Her baby daddy was some Latino dude named Daniel I went to school with. I ain't know Danny was her baby daddy. I thought she was a proud Nubian queen. Couldn't find out her baby poppy was Daniel. I'm like, well, what you with me for? She like, shit, you lighter than me. That's when I lost all respect. And Chris Brown lost all his respect for the sisters as well. And I disagree with that because I feel like your skin color ain't got nothing to do with nothing. But according to Chris Brown, he don't want you at his parties. Chris Brown bans black girls from his party. No darkies allowed because of what he went through with Rihanna. And the reason why he feel like that about Rihanna is it because of Rihanna's mama. But that's Negro here nor there. We about to get back to this. All my sisters out there, I love y'all to death. Don't ever think that I don't, because I do. All of y'all. And ain't nothing but beautiful dark-skinned women's in my comment section. So if you think I'm color biased or something like that, you got me messed up. All these sisters is dark brown and beautiful, and I'm loving every minute of it. But we're about to get back to this. I need y'all to pay close attention because we're about to come to a conclusion just in a few minutes. So here we go.
I remember just one day, like, thinking, why can't I come to a place where I let somebody in? Why can't I, like, love? Like, I couldn't love. Like, I would get to a place, I would get far, and I would talk to guys, and I would like them. And then the minute I start to really like them, it's like, blank. Don't even call. Don't even, nope, change. Don't even, my address, never seen them again, never talked to them again.
You would do that?
Yeah.
Because?
I would do that.
Because?
I wanted to know why. I wanted to know why, and I would think, what is my idea of what's supposed to happen? Like, and it was because I wasn't having a relationship with my father anymore. Like, so I wasn't able to connect with a man and, past a certain point. And the minute I was able to realize, like, my father was probably one of the best fathers in the world. Like, he taught me everything. And as awful as he was to my mom, at times, it didn't compare to how great he was as a father. And I had to come to terms with that. Mm-hmm. And I was able to close that gap with him. Mm-hmm. And all kinds of emotions started happening after that. All kinds of things started making sense. I thought I hated Chris. And I realized it was love that was tarnished. It looked like hate because it was ugly, it was angry, it was inflamed, it was tainted. And I realized that what it was is I had to forgive him because I cared about him still. Mm-hmm. And the minute I let go of that, like, I started living again.
You made peace with your father.
Made peace with my father.
And then you were able to make peace with Chris.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because you realized the connection between
yes.
what your father had done and what Chris had done.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because, in all father-daughter relationships. It's the first way any child, learns what it means to be loved by a man.
That's where I got the connection between the two.
Uh-huh.
And then I had to go to the source. Like, why?
So the bottom line is you have moved on from that incident in 2009 where you were abused and he was arrested, even though you know that that will follow probably both of you for the rest of your lives.
Yes.
And is that what you want the world to know? You have
to.
moved on.
Yeah, I mean, I have to move on. And, you know, as I said, it happened to me, so I can't tell people how to feel about it. They're entitled to feel angry because it wasn't a good thing, that happened.
But you have forgiven him.
But I have, and that's my personal thing.
And your forgiving him does not mean that you are weak or that you are a victim or that you are...
And that's what I had to realize.
That's deep, yo. And I respect Rihanna for admitting that she forgave him and she just not running with it like, oh, I hate his guts and he's this and he's that and Chris Brown is a bad person, because she know deep in her heart, she the one that provoked all of that. She know that boy wasn't trying to put hands on nobody, but how she was raised in her household and how her parents behave, she get it from her mama. She know how to push a man's buttons. And she was looking for that love that her father was giving to her mother, because that's what she was used to seeing, just like so many of y'all women out there. And like I said earlier, for y'all brothers, don't take the bait. If she want to get her ass whooped, tell her to join the WWE or something. Be a professional boxer if you want to get your ass whooped, because I'm going to go to jail and you going to come up and people going to make it seem like you a victim when you really was begging for an ass whooping. So, my question for y'all in the comment section, do y'all feel like Chris Brown tried to sacrifice her? After watching this and after going over this information with y'all, it's starting to seem like she was trying to sacrifice Chris Brown, but we'll never know. And I need y'all to hit that Cash App too, $ Sean Blaze Docs. Let me make sure my outro is together. I'm so bootlegged. I was supposed to have that together for y'all, but I got like 20 different channels and shit. But that's Negro here nor there. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Also hit that notification button. And for the people out there that was in the video that been showing me some love, my beautiful queen, let me show you some love, because you know what I'm saying. Y'all got love for me. I got love for y'all too. I'm talking about Bad Girl Marie, Amanda Silva, and Diamond Kelly. I got 3 of them, and they all fine. So happy to see y'all, man. Thank y'all for joining the channel. But I'm about to get out of here, man. Hit that like button. Show me some love, man.
Risk my life to give you documentations, girl. I risk my life to give you documentations, girl. I risk my life to give you documentations, girl. I risk my life to give you documentations, girl.
Sean got the jocks. I'm keeping it funky like some socks. Ponytail with the box, and my cell phone look like a box. Try not to get shell shocked when I start busting out the docs. I got secret videotapes of your mom cussing out your pops all over a box of corn pops. This rhythm got your pop.